So here we have Italian meringue. It's different from French meringue in that it's made with a hot sugar syrup. We'll go ahead and transfer that into a large mixing bowl. It has a very shiny, glossy, white appearance compared to French meringue. Kind of has the same consistency of the marshmallow fluff you buy in the supermarket. The next step is we have the mango puree that we pureed in the food processor. Start with a little bit of that. And very gently, using the folding technique, fold the mango puree into the Italian meringue. Spatula underneath, up, over, under, over, under, over. Don't agitate it too much. You don't want to flatten out your meringue. The Italian meringue is a little bit more stable than French. Incorporate more of this mango puree. And that's two of the three components of this mousse in the bowl being mixed. And go ahead and get the third component started, which is just heavy whipping cream in your mixer with a whip attachment or whisk attachment. And we'll just aerate this heavy cream, turn it into whipped cream rather quickly in the mixer. That's going to add some body to the mousse, more volume. So it only took about a minute. Definitely whipped that to stiff peaks. And it's the same story here. We're going to fold this whipped cream into what is now mango flavored Italian meringue. This is going to make it really light and fluffy. Again, I start with just a small amount, get it started, and then add the rest. Now, as soon as all this whipped cream is incorporated into this, you could plate it up and serve it immediately. But we added the gelatin to this, so a good overnight under refrigeration to help that gelatin set would be beneficial. Here we have it fully incorporated. We decided that we're going to mold these in some silicone bakeware that we have here. Portion scoop, transfer it from one place to another without making a mess. You could really feel just the lightness of it in the scoop. It's almost like picking up nothing. So you just fill these molds up And before we chill, you'll want to even out the surfaces of each cup. When these are unmolded, most likely this surface would be the bottom, the part that rests on the plate. So you don't want it to have a muffin top. You want it to be flat. It's also a good opportunity to push down on the product, make sure that there's no air bubbles around the sides of the molds. Okay, they're ready to be chilled. Here we have a blast chiller. It's very handy. Gets things colder faster than a refrigerator or a freezer could. First button selects the length of the cycles of the blasts, 4 short ones or 2 long ones. Second button is the length of the cycle in minutes, and the third button will get it started. It's already on its third cycle according to these LEDs here, so I'm going to have to remember to come back and start it again. So molded mousses, I put them in a hotel pan because the blast chiller has racks that readily accept a hotel pan. You can see it just slides right in. So a couple hours have passed. Somebody got to one. These are ready to be unmolded. They're not frozen solid, but the gelatin has definitely set. We'll plate one up just as a quick example of plating. Raspberries, and these are julienne strips of mango that were dredged in cornstarch and flour and deep fried. This is some blackberry puree and some of the remaining mango puree from back in the beginning of the procedure. When plating a dessert, always make sure your plate is clean and free of water spots when plating anything. Things you want to think about in plating is color, height, texture, flavor. So I'll just draw a quick design on the plate with the blackberry puree. First starting with the outline, so the sauce has nowhere to run except within that outline. This will be where the molded piece of mousse will sit. I don't need to really fill that in entirely. It will be hidden. We'll go ahead and unmold one. So kind of similar to ice cream, but a lot lighter in the mouth. Melt very fast. So in keeping with the berry theme from the sauce, we'll garnish it with a few raspberries. These are really large raspberries. And to add a little bit of texture and height, the fried julienne mango, give it a little bit more of an interesting appearance. This is where it gets kind of delicate. It still kind of looks like it needs another color, so we'll just finish this plate off quick with a little abstract design made with the mango puree. And I'd say that that's ready for service.